impressions that you have as you begin to understand where you are and what is happening around you. What do you see as you take a look around?
There's a stairwell going out. I see him wearing a gray dress. It's like a farmhouse. There's a wagon outside the window. There's a living room to the left. It's like a sitting room. There's a big door. You go through the door. There's a porch. It's the afternoon. No one else is there but me.
What are you doing on this afternoon?
I'm making sure I look nice, like somebody's coming over. I look in the mirror. It's as if I'm waiting for somebody.
Are you nervous or excited for them to come over?
I'm anxious. They should be here anytime.
Yeah.
My dress is like a gray flannel. It's buttoned to the top, a white collar, a high collar. My hair is pulled back, almost like a teacher. But the wagon's empty. And it's like they should have been here and they're not. I don't know why. I walk into the back. It's a big house. Walk into the back where the kitchen is. There should be others there and they're not.
Are these others people that also live in the house with you? Or are they just people that should already be at the house for an event and they're not?
No, they live there.
Hmm.
I don't know why. It's like I'm waiting for them to return and they're not returning. It's like they're coming back from a trip.
Is this your family?
Yeah,
What members of your family?
daughter, son, husband. It's like
Have they been gone for very long?
no, it's like they went into a neighboring town and they're supposed to be coming back and they're not.
Sounds like you
There's,
were really looking forward to them coming back. You got all dressed up waiting for them.
yeah, they're supposed to come back. They should have been here by now.
How long do you wait?
There was a barn fire. I can see there's a teenage boy coming out. White shirt, dark pants, and this barn is engulfed. And it's like he's trying to get help.
Whose barn is it that's on fire?
It's not on the property. I think that's the neighboring town.
And did he come all the way to your house looking for help?
He was trying to get help. The barn was burning. I think that's why they didn't come home. I don't think they were coming home.
Were they in that fire?
Hmm.
Mm. And you
Yeah.
find out that your husband and your 2 kids died in this fire?
Hmm. That's why they never came home.
Right. What impact does that have on you?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. That would never happen to me. That would never happen.
Yeah. Lots of shock, it sounds like, and denial.
Hmm.
What are those next several weeks and months like for you?
It's like I go insane. It's like I feel like a figure 8 going back and forth. It's like I lose my mind
Yeah.
because they're supposed to come back and they never come back, and I just drive myself crazy
What does
waiting.
that look like for you in your actual everyday life? What does that look like to be driving yourself crazy waiting for them?
I pushed everybody away. They couldn't handle the denial because I wouldn't believe them.
Mm.
I kept saying, nope, they're coming back today. They're coming back today.
So you refuse to believe that they're gone.
Yeah, because they're going to come back. They never
Yeah,
do.
right. How long does that go on, that denial and that psychosis almost?
Until I die.
How long after their passing do you die?
A year. My hair is broken.
Why don't we move to that last day in your life, in this lifetime? I want you to see the very last day in this lifetime that we're looking at right now And tell me what you experience on that day.
I'm in a ball by the foot of the stairs. I have my arms wrapped around my knees. I'm just sobbing. I will my heart to die. I can't go on.
What is it like when you cross over to the other side?
I gave up. It's dark. But I know they're there. I just can't see them. But it doesn't hurt.
Hmm.
I know they're there.
Yeah. Does it take a very long time for you to be able to fully transition into this new way of being and be reunited with your family?
No, but I see my daughter.
Yeah.
She has a white dress,
Hmm.
pigtails. I see my son and my husband.
What's that like?
They were just waiting for me. They knew it wouldn't be long.
Yeah.
My
Even,
daughter was maybe 9.
yeah.
My son was 11. My husband was a farmer. They knew I just missed them.
Yeah.
It was just a matter of time.
Right. It's often easier when you're on the other side of a lifetime like this. Can be a lot easier to have hindsight and perspective about the life that you just lived. And so, from this side, looking back on this lifetime, what is it that you were supposed to learn? What was the lesson and the purpose for this lifetime for you?
I should have continued on. My life was consumed with them.
Yeah,
It was everything that I had. I could have gone forward and I chose not to.
yeah. What could you have done to help yourself move on?
Known that they were there. They were there. I should have gone forward. I just thought I couldn't live without them.
Even if they weren't there physically, their energy, their spirits, their love was still there for you.
Mhm.
Yeah. Mm. Is there anything else that feels important or significant about this lifetime?
No, no. The house was in the field. There's mountains. I can see the mountains.
Yeah.
It's like I just gave up on the world.
Yeah.
Didn't think it was worth living.
Right. Okay. Well, why don't we leave that lifetime now and we'll move on to an important day, a day that you consider to be important when something is happening. We've now moved on to that important day. What's happening? What do you see?
I see the leaves coming off the trees. I'm walking down pavement. The leaves are orange. There's people riding bikes on the path. Older bikes. It's like it's the start of fall. And I'm just so happy. I'm walking towards buildings, like downtown buildings, like brownstones. I walk up the stairs and go into the building. I think it's a manager. I think I'm an actress.
Yeah.
And I've got a part. And I'm signing for a part. Signing for a job. It's my break. This is going to make me famous.
Is that what ends up happening? Do you end up getting famous from this gig? Or is that just what the expectation had been?
It's on stage. And my hair is platinum blonde. And it's a taupe dress. Lots of sequins. It's very flashy. It's more risque than I wanted to do, but it's making me a star.
Yeah. How does your
My,
life? Oh, go ahead.
my family's not proud of me.
Oh, I was going to ask how your life changes after this role. It sounds like maybe it's not all glamour and happiness or positive vibes. So your family doesn't approve.
Mm-mm,
What
no.
what what ends up happening with your relationship with them?
Mm, they're not happy. They're so not happy. I'm swaying. I'm swaying. That's not how they raised me. It's not
Right.
how they raised me. They're so mad. They think I sold out for fame. I've changed. I was raised a good girl. I'm not a good girl in their eyes. I'm a floozy.
Right.
I'm shaming the family.
Are you able to move past their disapproval, or do you really take that judgment and negative energy to heart?
I have to make a choice. My mother doesn't want anything to do with me. It's like I'm in the Bronx.
Yeah.
And it's either you choose your career, or you choose your family. You choose that, you're dead to me.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying. You're dead to me.
What does it feel like when she says those words?
Breaks my heart. She don't get it. Tell her, Mom, but I'm a star. You're a star, but you're dead to me.
What do you choose?
She's a star. They all love me. Let me, I'm famous. I end up though. I end up I can only do that for so long, and then I end up going into bars, dance halls, smaller crowds, but they still love me.
Yeah.
My family, my mother, I'm dead. I'm dead to her.
Does everybody in your family feel the same way?
Whatever Mama wanted, whatever Mom said is what went. No one crossed Mom. She's a big Italian. You don't cross Mom.
Yeah.
My sisters walked away. My brother. Mm, They didn't want to go against what mom wanted.
It was a big decision for you to go against your mother's wishes.
Yeah, but I got the, they don't see. I got the fame, the diamonds and the pearls and anything I want. I've got it. They don't understand that I could have shared it, but they didn't want me.
Right.
Said I wasn't respectable. Said I wasn't respectable.
Are you able to accept that without letting it damage your self-worth and your self-image?
I walk away. They don't get it. But I die alone. I die alone.
What's it like on that last day of your life? What is your experience that day?
Siobhan fur around the edges. Holding holding a glass. To hell with them all. I take a handful of pills. And I have a martini. I know I'm gonna be a has-been. I'm not gonna go out being a has-been. I'll go
How
out on
old are
my
you?
terms.
Yeah, how old are you when you die?
36.
Wow.
Gonna go out a star. Not gonna go as a has.
Tell me what happens when you cross over. What is that like?
I don't cross over a star. I cross over and I see my family and I'm back to being the good girl. I'm not dressed like when I left.
Yeah,
It's like that's gone.
yeah. Hmm.
And my mom loves me again.
Yeah.
Red and white apron. Still wearing a red and white apron.
Oh, she's happy to see you?
Uh-huh.
Oh, good.
And my baby. Keep saying my baby.
Yeah. Hmm. When you look back at this lifetime, at the lesson and the purpose, what do you see? What were you supposed to learn in this lifetime?
Was it worth it? Was it worth walking away and making that choice?
And what's the answer?
It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. I gave up so much for everyone else. All I had was money and pearls but I ended up alone.
Right.
It
You,
wasn't worth it.
you ended up living a life that had so little value and worth to you that you just wanted to stop doing it right in the middle of it, right in your prime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they started talking about how I wasn't going to be able to do it for much longer and I was just going to end up being washed up. So I
Right.
said, I'll show you. I'll go out on top like a
Right.
star.
Yeah. What
You and
was
my
it?
sisters are there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good. What was it in your lifetime that encouraged you to go down that path to begin with?
We didn't have money. Like we were in the Bronx. I wanted a flashy life. I wanted money.
Right.
We didn't have that. But I was pretty. I could use my looks. I could use my voice. I could get myself out. And I did. But that's not what Ma wanted.
Yeah.
She did her best.
Right.
But I wanted out. I wanted more.
You had different lessons to learn in this lifetime, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay. Is there anything else worth mentioning about this lifetime?
There was, if I wouldn't have done that, there was a man that would have loved me. I don't know his name, but I can see him. But when I left, I can see his hat, he's in a suit. But I chose another path. I wanted fame more than that.
It sounds like in a lot of ways in this lifetime you chose material energy over love, material things, money, wealth, fame, instead of love.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even choosing material things over your love for yourself. Maybe that was the most important form of love that you were missing out on or denying yourself.
I exploited myself.
Yeah.
I exploited myself. That's what Ma didn't like.
Yeah.
She thought I had talent, but I didn't have to do that.
And unfortunately, instead of her expressing herself to you in a heart centered, compassionate, loving way, she just resorted to threats. You're dead to me if you do this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moms don't always know how to approach things in the best way, even if their intention is love, huh?
Yeah.
Mm.
But she was okay when I crossed.
Yeah, that's good.
She was okay.
That was a lifetime of lessons for both of you, it sounds like.
Uh-huh.
Is there anything else from this lifetime that you want to mention?
She looked like my grandmother.
Oh, really?
She looked like my grandmother, my mom's mom. She looked like my mom's mom.
Mm,
Just Italian.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's drift away from that lifetime now. Drifting and floating away from that life and all the lives that we've been looking at today. Leaving those people there to continue on their own journeys. They'll find peace. They'll find what they're supposed to find. We're going to leave them there to continue on their own paths. Now, I want all of the consciousness and personality of Tony to once again return to the body and fully integrate back into the body. May I speak to Tony's subconscious, please?
Yes.
Excellent. I respect the power of the subconscious because I know that the subconscious takes care of Tony's body and does a very good job of it. I also know that the subconscious has the records of everything that's ever happened to Tony in this lifetime and all of the other lifetimes that she's ever lived. So I respect the power of the subconscious. And I always ask for permission to speak with it and ask questions. Do I have permission to ask questions?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. I know that you could have brought forward a lot of different lifetimes for Tony to see today, but you chose to bring forward these two particular lifetimes. Why did you choose these lives for her to see today?
Mothers. The mothers. Mother understanding.
Yeah,
Mother's love is complicated.
yeah, it is.
And what happens when people look the body exploited it. So now she protects it. It's wrong.
How is she protecting her body now?
Good from everyone.
What was that?
From everyone.
Mm,
So they don't want her.
is that the correlation with her struggle with eating habits in this lifetime?
Yes.
So a lot of that is energy that she's carried through from this lifetime that she had, where she used a thin and beautiful body to get what it was that she wanted. She
Yes.
exploited herself in that lifetime, and she's overcorrecting in this lifetime.
Yes. So when she gets the attention to stop it, she makes it ugly
Right.
to push them back so that
Yeah.
doesn't happen again.
It sounds like probably in this lifetime, the sexual trauma is what kickstarted that energy coming in of needing to protect herself.
Yes.
and choosing this perhaps not so adaptive or healthy way of doing it, of eating and making herself, turning herself into something physically that she thinks will be perceived as not desirable and therefore safe.
Yes.
Yeah. Why is it that she chose to have the experiences with the trauma if that was just going to bring this energy to the surface of needing to feel protected and then coping with that in an unhealthy way?
To learn. No. Needs to learn protection.
Yeah,
Needs to learn love.
right. It was
Love.
oh, go ahead.
Love is inside, not from outside.
Right.
Only love from inside.
Her soul knew that that energy was imprinted and she was going to be carrying it with her. And so she chose a lifetime to set herself up to where she could learn that her protection ultimately comes from tapping into love from within, not from coping with anything from the outside, like food or attention or money, things of that nature.
Or anyone else.
Right.
If it's all kept away, she can only learn to love herself.
Right. Is she fairly close to integrating that lesson in this lifetime?
No.
Mm. What does she need to do to facilitate that understanding, that insight?
Let go.
What is it that she needs to let go of?
Their journey. Their journey.
Whose
If
journey?
her mother's. She'll never have that love.
Mm.
Has to love herself. She'll never have that.
Is that why she chose that dynamic between herself and her mom? So
Yeah.
that she would choose self love?
No matter what she does, it's not going to change.
Right.
She's
And that is part of the contract that she had with her mother's soul when they came into this lifetime to help her learn that lesson. It was intentional.
yes. It isn't love. She can only find love within. She'll never find love from
Right.
only within.
And when she's able to truly let go of the expectation or the hope that her mother will truly love her, when she lets go of that, she will see her issues, her struggles with food resolve. Is that what you're saying? What are some ways that she can be tapping into her own self-love?
Beauty and calligraphy of the mind.
Will you say that again? I couldn't quite hear you.
There's beauty in the calligraphy of the mind.
What does that mean?
Her words, her writing.
Hmm.
Writing more. She needs to do that more. It will sever ties, but she will do that more.
Yeah.
She wrote and it helped. But when they read her book, a lot of them hated her truth and pushed her away more.
Yeah.
She needs to do it again.
What will she be writing about this time?
She needs to let go of what she's holding. Because it's poison.
Hmm.
But they don't see it as poison. They see it as shame. Shame to the family.
Right.
They say it's gray when it's blue.
Right.
So they'll walk away again.
Right.
So she has to choose love of herself or love of them.
Sounds like walking away and releasing that is the most loving thing that she could do for herself and for them. Has she ever had a past life with her mom?
Not this one.
Not this mother.
No.
Hmm. Has she ever had a past life with anyone in her current life?
Daughter.
What was the nature of that past life?
She worked with her,
Mm.
but she died.
Hmm.
She had addictions, and she died from the addictions.
Yeah. Why did they choose to come in as mother and daughter in this lifetime?
They understood each other.
Yeah. What is their contract in this lifetime?
Each other acceptance.
Say that again.
To teach each other acceptance.
Yeah.
That they can be proud of each other when others aren't.
Yeah.
Needs to make a choice. She writes and releases. And learns self-love. Can let go of the eating, but she loses her family. And they've walked away already.
Right. It's a hard decision to make, but
Never come back.
yeah, it's like her family has already made it for her.
She'll heal others. She will heal others and help
Is that part of her purpose in this lifetime, is to help heal others?
them. Yes. They're not
What,
alone.
yeah. What else is her purpose in this lifetime?
To help cross others. To move them on.
How can she tap into that gift more?
Quiet her mind. Grounding. Meditate. She can raise her vibrations. Teach others. And it's all for love,
Yeah.
not for riches. It's
Right.
for love.
What other gifts and abilities does she have?
She can hear them.
She can hear spirits.
She can hear, yes.
Mm,
She can feel them near.
yeah.
She can channel.
Mm,
She can tell them what they need to hear,
right.
but it's not her.
Right. Who is it that's helping her with that?
Guides,
Mm,
the other guides speak
right.
through. She doesn't know what she's saying.
Right.
It's them.
Mm. And in order to tap into that energy and that guidance more, it's just clearing her mind, meditation, allowing it,
Grounding,
grounding. What are good ways for her to ground?
grounding into Gaia. She has to ground into Gaia. Stay grounded to the earth. Focus, grounding.
Why is it that grounding is so important?
Her veil is thin. If she doesn't stay grounded, she'll get jumped.
What does that mean, jumped?
Dark energies. Dark energies jump her.
And
She's been
how,
jumped before going to
yeah,
museums.
and how is it that grounding protects her from being jumped?
It strengthens her field.
Ah,
Strengthens the field. She's wrapped in light, like a shell. They can't get to her.
right,
She does it now, but doesn't, if she doesn't do it enough, they jump her and they reach. She has to stay grounded. She'll take on their energy. That's why she has to protect herself.
that makes sense.
She also blocks on the left side with the energy sources. She's very good at that.
Yeah,
Very good. But there are some places that are just too dark. They are attached and they jump her. So she needs to be grounded.
what else can she be doing to tap into her gifts and abilities?
Trust, she knows when she feels that it's right. needs to put her safety first. Avoid toxic people. She needs to make herself happy, not them.
Right.
There's some that use her. They're not friends.
Does she know who those people are?
Yes,
Okay.
but she keeps them around because of who's around them. If she gives them up, she gives them all up.
Who is it that's around them?
They're family members.
Mm,
If she pushes the one away, she must give up the rest of them. So she keeps the one so she can have the others.
but it's necessary for her to give all of them up, it sounds like.
It is.
Yeah. Is she ready to do that yet?
She's almost ready. It drops her vibration. Constantly drops her vibration.
Yeah. What is her best move as far as work and career goes?
Healing. Speaking. Communicating.
Should she change jobs or careers?
She's already doing it.
Okay.
She needs to write. She speaks publicly. She needs to speak more.
Okay.
She was brought to spread word to the mass.
She was brought to spread her what?
Words to the
Words.
masses.
Got it. Okay. Does she have any blockages that need to be addressed?
She needs to put herself first.
Mm,
Love herself first.
right.
And the blockages will go.
Okay. Okay. And what about getting her abundance to flow?
That's where the speaking and writing will come in.
Say that again.
That's where the speaking and the writing comes in.
So as she
As she
commits
speaks.
herself to that,
Yes.
the abundance will come. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Why is it that her sister treats her so poorly?
Because she wants the love of the mother.
Yeah, I see.
It's a game.
Right,
It's a game.
right.
And her sister wants her sister is driven by abundance and finance.
Yeah,
Her sister has a path similar to her prior life,
right.
but she's trying to choose to keep the love of the mother and get the finances.
Right.
She's not. She's not true. She is not true.
Yeah. What's the best way for Tony to release that energy?
And she can walk away.
Mm. Okay.
She's tainted. She's tainted so many people's opinions.
Right.
She lies and lies.
Yeah. Okay.
And the book scared her. So she lied.
Right.
They believed her lies. They
Mm.
didn't believe Tony. That's why they walked away. They pushed away. She's created chaos where it
Right.
was not needed.
Right. And it's okay. It's time for her to release that whenever she's ready.
Mm-hmm.
Who is it that assaulted Tony as a child?
Neighbor of her grandfather.
Mm.
He brought her to the kitchen to get her water. She was a baby.
Mm.
She wasn't even 2.
Oh. But that energy, the energy of that exchange stayed with her.
Sugar made it better. Treats made it better.
Right.
It didn't happen if she ate.
Right. How does she face her assault experiences without the comfort of food? Like, what should she replace food with?
Refocus. She needs to write instead of using food. She needs to write. She needs to find safe affection.
Right.
Not everyone wants something. She doesn't have to choose food.
Okay. Can you talk a little bit about why Tony has these near death experiences, basically, for her to get her psychic and gift upgrades, like the stroke, like getting hit by lightning, heart attack, things of that nature?
Preoccupies her. If she focuses on that, we can work in the background.
Oh, that makes sense.
And then that way she doesn't try to figure out why. It's just there. So something happens. And when she recovers, it's there.
Are there any more of these type of experiences in her future?
2 more.
Oh man.
2 more.
Is it in her highest good to know what type of experience they're going to be or when they might happen?
No, they'll just happen.
Okay. But she can just feel safe and comforted knowing that she's not going to die and that they're just for her highest good. She's going to come out of it even stronger.
Oh, yes. We have plans for her.
That's beautiful.
We have plans for her. That's why she has not crossed yet.
Yeah.
That's why we wouldn't let her cross.
Right.
She tried. She tried. She tried. But not yet. Not yet. But
What can you tell her about her familiar? Is her familiar going to be coming back to her in this lifetime?
oh, part of her soul. She'll come back again. For right now, she visits.
In what form does she visit?
She's still her dog. She visits. She
Nice.
comes and checks on her. She knows how much she loves her.
Good.
She knows. She visits now. And she knows when she's there. She sees it in the eyes of the animals. She knows.
Yeah.
She loved her. She
Yeah.
does love her. Won't bring her back either. Come back.
Has Tony ever had a past life with Mary Ellen?
Yes,
What was the nature of that past life?
was it was near Salem. They were sisters. They had secrets that they could talk and not tell others. It was natural. The gifts were there. No one knew. No one knew.
What is it that they didn't know?
that they had gifts. They hid them.
What were their gifts?
Gifts of healing, conjure. They were able to help others. Animals. But they had to hide it.
What is their contract together in this lifetime?
Maiden, the matron, and the crone.
What does that mean?
Mary Ellen is the crone. Tony is the matron. Rachel is the maiden.
And how will that be playing out in their lives?
They are all three tied. They all have gifts. Mary Ellen is the rock for Tony. Tony is the rock for Rachel as their gifts grow. They understand each other on levels that others don't. Others see gifts as evil. They're not evil. They can be, but they don't use them that way.
Is there anything else she should know about that dynamic moving forward?
Mary Ellen should have been a guide, but she chose to come back in human form. She didn't need to. She chose to come back.
That's beautiful. What can you tell Tony about the name of her bear, Raphael? Where did that come from?
The healer. Yeah, would visit. Filled with a healer and watched over.
She had a relationship with him when she was younger.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Does he still watch over her?
Always.
Hmm.
He tried to help when she was a child and was hurt. That's why the bear came in. It was part of the journey, but the child was a healer and he tried to help, but it's part of her journey. That's why she named that bear. She still has the bear.
I bet that bear has very special, significant energy, doesn't it?
Oh, yes. Protector. Very protective energy. But she's not ready to go yet. So that's okay. But it saved her.
Yeah.
He saved her. Their trauma could have been worse. It could have been worse.
That's beautiful that he's been protecting her this whole time.
It's always there. It's always there. That's why she never crosses.
What can you tell Tony about her food allergies that have been developing recently?
Part of why she needs to stop using food as love. We've been trying to help. If she stops using food, they'll lessen.
It's her body's way of getting her attention. She's not
Mhm.
listening.
We've been trying to tell her. But she's been using it to cope. And she stops doing that, they'll lessen. She's a healer. She can heal it, but she's not listening. She needs to listen.
Was her scheduling this session her finally being ready to listen?
Yes,
Good.
yes, we aligned it.
Have Tony and I ever had a past life together?
Oh, yes. Oh,
Oh,
yes.
what did we do together?
Oh, yes. You were both healers. You don't remember?
No, I don't. What kind of a lifetime
Yes,
was it?
you were native.
Oh.
You're both healers.
Did we work together?
Oh, yes. The
Hmm.
herbs and the waters.
Yeah.
The herbs and the waters, they would come to you. You would work together. And you would heal people.
Yeah.
They would come from different areas where the other medicines didn't work
Right.
because you understood the beauty of the nature. And you could make a salve and it would heal them where others would die.
How is it that we were able to have understanding beyond what others had access to in that lifetime?
Both gifted. You are both gifted. You are open to what we were telling you.
Just being connected to our guides and listening and trusting our intuition.
That's why you came back again. You were destined to cross again.
Right. That's why when she found my videos and my content, she felt so safe and comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She doesn't trust.
Yeah.
She's been hurt a lot. She does not trust.
Yeah.
But that's why you came back. She was okay.
Well, I'm glad I was able to earn her trust in another lifetime. I think that that's beautiful.
Oh, yes. You were quite the team. You could see what they were doing to segregate. It was sad, though.
Right.
You had such beautiful knowledge in the gifts you had. You were wise from the tribes, but they used you. It was sad. You helped the soldiers.
Mm,
They were injured and you helped them.
right.
It's so sad, though. But
So we
that's
were
why
able,
she trusts you.
yeah, we were able to help both native people as well as the settlers.
Yes.
Wow. Mm. What was the lesson we were meant to learn in that lifetime?
Peace.
Mm. Did we did we learn it?
You did learn. All was
Mhm.
equal. All was equal.
Yeah.
The bloodshed was wrong,
Right.
but you did make a tie, and that's what you're supposed to do. You made many ties.
Yeah.
The tie between you two, it was to come back again, and
Yeah.
she will go back for you again as well.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Mm.
The web of trust.
Yeah. Is there anything else important from that lifetime?
Your gifts, that you shared with each other, you still know.
Hmm. How can
You
we
still
tap into
know.
that?
Quiet your mind and ask for it to come. You're
Okay.
going to need it. You're going to need it.
Yeah.
You both are going to need that knowledge.
Sounds
There are
like a
changes.
yeah. Sounds like a lot of that healing is intuitively based.
You're going to need this knowledge. It's going to have to come back.
Right.
You're going to need it.
Mm. Okay.
Go back to that. You'll know what to do.
Okay. Is there anything else that you would like for Tony to know today?
This was meant. This was meant. She was ready.
Yeah.
And
Perfect.
she hadn't been, but she was ready now.
Good. All right. Well, I'm going to ask the subconscious to recede back to where it belongs. With much love and many thanks for all of the help and information they brought forward for both Tony and I today. We both really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Wow.